Now, whether you are a right-wing, hot-blooded, hunky, manly man who has absolutely no trouble with the ladies, or you are some Antifa t-shirt wearing, weak left-wing drip who makes women's fannies dry up instantly when they see you, everyone has looked at porn. Everyone. There's no shame in it. It's just one of those things. But obviously there's a time and a place, isn't there? But apart from watching it at work, the only other problem I have with people watching porn is if they have a really red-hot other half they're in a relationship with, and you're watching porn next to them in bed. I mean, come on, what the hell's wrong with you? Of course, I'm talking about the Tory, the Conservative MP, who's just resigned. He was made to resign, by the way, because he got caught watching porn twice while doing his job in Parliament. Now, if you look at Parliament, when you sit down there, they're all scrunched up together. It's a pretty tight sitting situation there. You are literally sat on someone's lap, where you get as much privacy as sat on an EasyJet plane. It's just really overcrowded. But for this guy to get caught twice, and to blame the first time on searching the website on his phone for tractors, I mean, oh my God. So I tried this. I typed in tractors into Google, and nowhere, page after page, there was nothing to do with porn. And then the second time, he admitted it. It was a moment of madness, he said. 2 moments of madness, exactly. And he was caught by female MPs as well, so, my God, what was the guy thinking? Because if you've seen him, he's an old man. He's a granddad. The guy has grandchildren, and he's looking at porn, sat next to female colleagues. I mean, my God. I mean, the guy smells of dirty old man syndrome to me. You wouldn't dare do this at work. Anywhere else you work, you wouldn't dare do it. You would be dismissed instantly, and rightly so. But not the parliamentarians. Oh no, they simply refer themselves to some committee to be investigated, where they know they'll get let off and everything's back to normal, forgotten about. But he was urged by his colleagues to quit because there was no other outcome for this. Because MPs now, they are universally hated people, no matter what party they're on, no matter what side of the political spectrum, people hate them because they're so fucking out of touch. They simply can't get anything right at all. Nothing. They just enrage normal people and they give themselves pay rises. Literally every year since the banking crisis or the financial crash, the credit crunch, as Gordon Brown used to say. Well, actually, they've been giving themselves pay rises since before that. But to be so out of touch where ordinary people have been struggling, losing homes, businesses, lives destroyed, and MPs are in a position to better that, to help better the lives of their constituencies. But instead, they just give themselves hefty pay rises every year. That's how out of touch these people are, folks. And for this fool, this dirty old scumbag to have colleagues tell him, listen, you need to go, just tells you everything, really. He needed to go, and I'm glad he's gone, because quite frankly, his constituents deserve far better. Now, perhaps the only way he could have got off the hook here, if he made himself out to be some sort of victim and said, well, I have a porn addiction, help me, and then he becomes some sort of patron for porn addiction. I don't know. But I'm quite sure if he was a porn addict, he'd have said so to save his own skin. And he's simply not clever enough to use it as an excuse. But can you imagine being this man's poor wife, having to be publicly shamed like this? Her husband prefers to look at porn in front of other women at work, which just tells everyone your sex life is dead. The shame, that poor woman. I hope she divorces him, takes him to the cleaners, and then leaves him with a dingy flat and a sock so he can continue with his little hobby there by himself. I mean, MPs these days, politicians, they don't seem to learn, do they? They think they can just get away with everything. What did he expect these female colleagues, these fellow female politicians to do? Just sit there, play with themselves? Oh my God. Or maybe get instantly attracted to him because he's watching porn? Jesus. So I wonder what else is going to hit the scandal hit Conservatives this year, and we're only in April. Anyway, that's what I think. Please let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like what I do, if you believe in free speech and you would like to support my channel, then by all means you can buy me a beer. The link is down below. And that's that. So until my next video, please comment, share, subscribe, and Roger Daltrey.